To use NuGet, we go to the Solution Explorer and right-click on References in the project and click Manage NuGet Packages. NuGet opens up as a tab in the main workspace. Up here, we have Browse, Installed, and Updates. Under Browse, a list of the most popular and recently downloaded packages is displayed. Now, right away, we see this newtonsoft.json in the list. Let's ignore that for right now. If we want to see all of the packages that have the word JSON in their name or description, we can type JSON here in the search field. The results shown are ordered by relevance and popularity. We can see that newtonsoft.json is at the top of the list. But there are other packages that also seem to have something to do with working with JSON. Maybe one of these packages would better suit us. We can get more information about the selected package by looking over here on the right side. This shows us details about the package. We see a description of the package, the latest version number, a link to information about its license, and a link to the web page that can tell us more about the package. There isn't a lot of information here, but we can click on this link or search the web for more information. We can tell that this newtonsoft.json package is by far the most popular, so we'll go with that for now. Over here beside the Install button, there's a drop-down that allows us to select which version of the package we want to install. In most cases, the package version number matches the version number of the library that it contains. The latest stable version of the package that will work with the version of .NET that our project targets is selected by default. We can opt to download a previous version if we want, though. And there are times we might want to do that, which we'll talk about later. For now, let's install the latest version by clicking Install. We'll see a confirmation dialog pop up that confirms with us that we want to install the package into our solution and add it to the JSON to DB project. After clicking Yes, check out the output window down here. If we look up here, we can see that it opened a new tab with a README file about this library. The README file contains more information that we might want to know about the library. We'll close this for right now. We can see that it added a check mark to the package, and if we click on the Installed tab, we see it listed as an installed package. In the Solution Explorer, we can see what else happened. We can see that the newtonsoft.json assembly is now listed as one of our references. Because this is the first NuGet package that was added to the project, we now have a new file in the project named packages.config. Let's take a look at that file. It's an XML file that lists the NuGet packages that our project depends on. Notice that it not only says which version of the package our project needs, but also which version of .NET we're targeting when we downloaded the file. In order to write to the database, we'll also need Entity Framework. Entity Framework is a framework for mapping objects and code to objects such as tables in a database. Although Entity Framework is a Microsoft product, it's not part of the .NET framework, so we'll need to add it using NuGet. The list of packages that's displayed here is called the NuGet Package Gallery. And as you can see, Entity Framework is also a commonly downloaded package. Let's select it and click Install to add it to our project. We see the confirmation dialog, and next, we see another dialog for us to either accept or decline the license. Software and libraries that are distributed to the public often have a license that dictates how the software can and cannot be used. It's always up to the user of the software to make sure that they're using it in compliance with its license. Sometimes the licenses are very permissive. The most permissive licenses simply say that the manufacturer or distributor of the software is not liable for anything bad that might happen as a result of using the software. Oftentimes, licenses state if and how the software can be redistributed. Many licenses state the circumstances under which you may allow other people other than yourself to use the software or library. Just because code is open source doesn't mean we can do whatever we want with it. For example, some open source libraries have fairly restrictive licenses which state that if you want to use the library in your own application, you also have to make all of the source code of your application available to the public for free, unless, that is, you have express permission from the originator of the library. It doesn't matter if you're using it for commercial purposes or not. I can't give you more legal advice than this, but I can say that it's important to respect the terms of all software licenses And don't assume that a library can be used in the way you expect it should be able to be used. For more information about the various software licenses you might find out there, check the teacher's notes of this workshop. You can read the license for Entity Framework. After reading the license, I know I'm well within the terms to download it and use it for what we want to do today. So I'm going to click I accept. If you want to go back and read the license for any package, you can usually find a link to it in the package details in NuGet. If you see this dialog pop up, it just means that you have the packages.config file open. It's asking if it can save changes to an open file. We'll say yes to all. We don't need this file open, so I'll close it now.